During my career, I've had the opportunity to sit at decision-making tables in both the public and private sectors, in both developed and developing countries. The one glaring observation I've made is the inability of those in leadership positions to do the right thing. I am totally convinced that humanity has no competency problem. What we have is a significant gap in morality and integrity in leadership. The simple fact is, our current leadership systems and models have run their course because they were never logically sustainable, nor are they morally justifiable. Now, the accumulative impact of this model of greed and exploitation threatens our planet, our future, and the very existence of humanity. Our children know this, and they have the answers. They are crying out for conscientious leadership, only to be met with denial, empty promises, and overt resistance to change. In this video, we will feature a few clips from a number of youth forums that highlight the biggest challenge we have as a species.
Good afternoon. Welcome everybody to this remarkable event that we're so honored to host here at the Stanford Graduate School of Business. When I was asked by my colleagues, Amit Saru and Anat Admati, to consider letting and hosting and welcoming this event here to the GSB, it was one of these wonderful times when I can say, yes, and this is absolutely something that we want to do here and that we're honored to have here at the Stanford Graduate School of Business. Increasingly, our students and our alums are concerned with and wanting more material, more programming around compassionate capitalism, around purpose, and around principled leadership. And so this event is one of many, I hope, that we will be able to bring some of these topics to our community.
It is impressive and encouraging that students at Stanford University are requesting instruction on how to achieve conscientious leadership. The two biggest problems in the world are self-serving leadership and an economic system grounded in exploitation. Here's a clip from Sadhguru explaining the problem to students.
So I'm curious as to a mystic's perspective on where we are today with the leadership around the world. There's a quote up behind us from Gandhi that says, "When I despair, I remember that all through history, the way of truth and love has always won. There have been murderers and tyrants, and for time they can seem invincible, but in the end they always fall, always." Should we take solace in that?
No. No. One falls and the next one is bread. So I have highest regard for Mahatma Gandhi. The coming year is the 150th birth anniversary for him. I'm very much a part of that. But is he right on this one? No. He himself fell to an assassin's bullet. One thing we need to understand is, there are a lot of tyrants all over the place, in every society. In homes, there are many tyrants. Fortunately, they are not as potent as an Adolf Hitler or a Mussolini or somebody else or whatever. Fortunately, they're not as capable. So essentially, we are trying to celebrate incapability, incompetence. So tyranny, is it there? It's everywhere. Prejudice is there means tyranny is there, right? What is the scale and what is the competency of the tyranny is the only question. We have not strived to craft an education system where we don't produce tyrants. We are producing tyrants. Maybe they're running companies, maybe they just have 3 people in the family and they're doing their tyranny right there. Or maybe they're school teachers, They could be anything, but tyranny is all over the place. Only a few, fortunately, are super competent. They organize themselves into large-scale suffering. Others are not able to organize themselves. I would say we should be able to celebrate competence, because
The absence of morality in leadership is the number one reason for the social and environmental threats we face today. And our rulers will not have a spiritual awakening and suddenly do what's in the best interest of the people anytime soon. Good global governance would include the following 5 considerations: purpose, planet, people, power, and profit. For the vast majority of people around the world, our purpose or vision would be for one of a world of peace, equality, and sustainability for mankind. But for our current rulers, the sole purpose of life is the pursuit of power and profit. The planet and people are only resources to be exploited.
today our mode of economy itself is a conquest and it's a destruction. The way we have structured the economy in the world is such, today the Living Earth statistics say, if all the 7.3 billion people on the planet have to get what an average American citizen has, we need 4.5 planets. But we have only half a planet. One half has been taken. If really economy succeeds on this planet as we are planning it right now, this is the end of the world, really. It keeps going into recession to save us. This is like the proverbial story where a man is sitting on the wrong end of the branch and cutting it. When he succeeds, he falls.
The only way to save this planet and humanity, assuming we still have time to do so, is to introduce and integrate the subject of spiritual intelligence into our mainstream education system and all leadership training programs in both business and government. This would give rise to a generation of leaders that not only understand profit and loss, but right and wrong. In today's business community, we only ask, can we do it and will it be profitable? We need to start asking, should we do it? If we are unable to achieve conscientious leadership very soon, we will destroy ourselves. If you are interested in operating your business or institution in a manner that would contribute to the greater good of society while being successful, join the conversation on spiritual intelligence. If we all commit to doing the right thing, we can give our children a bright and sustainable future. I hope you find this content useful and you will share it with others. Subscribe to our channel for information on other critical issues and how you may contribute to the greater good. And please leave us your comments and recommendations below. Let's build a better world together.